everyone, welcome to the top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 most dumbest things in Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Yes, I saw Fantastic Beasts 2, The Crimes of Grindelwald, a second time yesterday, and I thought I just wanted to talk about it once again and, provide spoilers and stuff. I usually don't do spoiler discussions and stuff. The only time I do spoiler discussions is if I'm doing like a special sort of themed video, like I did with the 2018 Halloween movie when I compare it with Halloween H2O. This one, I just wanted to talk about some of its dumb things, some of the dumb moments, and just plot devices and just weird choices Fantastic Beasts 2 made. And I'm just gonna say, I don't hate this movie. Like, everyone saw my review. I gave it like a 6.3 out of 10, and after the second time seeing it, my rating may go down a little bit, maybe to a 6 or even a 5.8, because the dumb scenes are even more noticeable when you watch it a second time. That's all you can see when you see the movie now, is a lot of its dumb moments. But the movie is still very entertaining. It still brings you into the magical wizarding world. Jude Law's still great. A lot of the performances are still very good. Just some of the writing, pretty much all the writing in this movie is pretty bad, and it's very problematic. It just makes little to no sense, and that's most of the stuff I'm going to be talking about in the dumb things, because a lot of these choices are all J.K. Rowling's fault, pretty much. So, yeah, I'm just going to count down, in my opinion, the top 10 dumbest things that happened in this movie, because even though I did enjoy myself and have fun with it, there was a lot of stupid shit in this film, man. This stupid shit just really needs to be talking about, so let's get to it. And of course, spoilers. This is a hardcore spoiler, so you've been warned. Alright, let's get to it. Coming in at number 10 is the relationship between Tina and Newt Scamander. This was a very odd choice. I never found, in Fantastic Beasts Where to Find Them, I never found that Newt and Tina had romantic chemistry, and I never thought they were even going to be romantically involved. They seemed like just friends and stuff. There was never any hints or signs that they had romantic feelings for each other, and it came off very odd in this movie that Tina is instantly jealous of Newt Scamander, because the whole movie she's very distant of him and everything. You want to know why she's so distant from Newt. And I thought, like, maybe she was hiding a dark secret. Maybe, is she involved with Grindelwald? Like, is she part of the, the bad wizards and witches and stuff? Like, who knows? But as it turns out, she's jealous of Newt because she thinks Newt's engaged to Zoe Kravitz's character. And as it turns out, he's not engaged to her at all. His brother is, and it was just in an article in a magazine, and she assumed that Newt Scamander was engaged, and she was jealous, and she was just like, I don't want to be associated with you because I had feelings for you. And it's just so weird and bizarre, and I'm like, you never established that Tina had feelings for Newt, so that's just odd right there. And that's just a stupid decision to do in a Harry Potter movie. That is such a soap opera thing, or really cliched romantic comedy device. Just, that's what romantic comedies do. Oh, the misunderstanding. He's really married. No, he's not. Oh my God. It's so dumb and so not needed. It really got under my skin. I just thought it was so fucking stupid. And then a lot of the movies, like, Newt Scamander has feelings for Tina and stuff, and he's, like, talking to Jacob, like, how should I talk to her? Like, how should I do that? I'm like, I never thought Newt had any feelings for Tina whatsoever, and vice versa as well. Like, I just never thought they were a couple. I thought they were just friends. Why can't a man and a woman just be friends? Why do you have to make them romantically involved? I thought all of that was just really dumb and just not needed. Coming in number 9 is Jacob's Memories. Jacob's Memories is, this was so dumb. Because at the end of Fantastic Beasts Where to Find Them, all of New York gets wiped of their memories because of all the magical stuff happened, and Jacob gets his memories erased as well. Dan Fogler's character. And yeah, and like, it's super sad too what happens to at the end of Fantastic Beasts, because he experienced all this amazing and magical stuff, but then bam, just gets wiped away. And it's so heart-wrenching. And when I found out he was in this movie, I thought it was interesting. Oh, how are they going to do that? Like, they're going to use Jacob, he has no memories, but then maybe they're going to have to teach them again about magic and stuff, and that sounds kind of interesting. But no, he just, like, comes to the movie like that with Queenie, and he's still got his memories. And then Newt's commander even says, like, well, how do you have your memories? He's like, I don't know. I guess because I have so many happy memories of all the magic and stuff that it didn't take my memories away. I'm like, wait, what? That's not how it works. Like, when you obliviate someone's memories, you obliviate someone's memories. It doesn't fucking matter if it's happy or not. And then, honestly, like, if his memories still are stuck with the memories of magic, how did they not know the people of New York? A lot of people of New York have memories of the magic as well, because are you saying all the people in New York City saw all that magic were all scared and they all think of it as bad memories? Honestly, if I was a person who saw magic, I'd be pretty happy and stuff. So the fact that they use that cop-out excuse saying, oh, it was happy memories and stuff, I'm like, how come everyone else's memories got erased but not Jacob's? Like, who's to say other people's memories weren't happy as well? So it really makes no sense, and it's just really stupid, and yeah, I did not like that. Even though I love Dan Fogler and Jacob, it's got nothing to do with that character. That's just really bad writing. Coming in number 8 is overcomplicating the relationship between Dumbledore and Grindelwald. Okay, I like that they made Grindelwald and Albus Dumbledore. It's almost like hinting, it's not flat out saying, but it's almost kind of hinting that they were romantically involved with each other. I don't know if they're going in that direction, but it kind of feels like they are, because we all know Albus Dumbledore is a homosexual and stuff, and I think that's very interesting. I actually really enjoy that and stuff, and I enjoy that Albus Dumbledore will not kill Grindelwald because he had such strong feelings about Grindelwald. What makes it overly complicated is that they made this like blood pact with each other and they can't hurt each other. It's almost kind of like an unbreakable vow and stuff. That shit it overcomplicates the relationship. Because I felt like if they were just romantically involved, that's just simple. But the fact that they like do this blood bond and stuff, does that mean like did Grindelwald deny the relationship, or did Grindelwald just doubt it or stuff, and that he needed a blood bond just in case one day he would take over the world and need Albus Dumbledore's blood and stuff? It overcomplicates a very simplistic story. Just make them romantically involved, and they had deep feelings for each other. And maybe maybe Albus Dumbledore doesn't want to be outed as a homosexual during this time period, because during this time period, homosexuality was a very unlikely thing and stuff, and he's a very high-esteemed professor and stuff. He doesn't want people to know about his past, and especially if he was romantically involved with someone like Grindelwald, who's like an absolute monster. So I feel like if they had just a romantic relationship, and that's why Albus Dumbledore doesn't want to go after him, is very interesting and very powerful, and it really dives into the psyche of Dumbledore and Grindelwald, and that maybe deep down they both still have that romantic feelings for each other, which makes for really interesting character dynamics and makes for an interesting like fight battle if it happens in the next movie, that they both are still sort of in love with each other. I think that is so much more interesting than just a blood bond and we gotta destroy this vial because fuck him and stuff. I don't know. I think it overcomplicates it, and it takes away from the real drama that they could really bring to this story. And yeah, I thought that was a really stupid decision. I thought it started off as a very smart decision with Dumbledore and Grindelwald having those romantic feelings for each other, but then putting it into a blood bond made it really dumb, and I really didn't like that. Coming in number 7 is the opening sequence. Okay, the opening sequence is overly stupid. It's badass, it's cool, it's visually awesome, and it's like, it's got the cool James Newt Howard score and stuff. There's a lot of things happening, and at least it's entertaining and not boring. But seeing it a second time, I realized there is a lot of problems with that opening sequence. Because in the opening, they're trying to escort Grindelwald out and stuff, and they have this like carriage, this like flying carriage and stuff to escort him out and everything, and it's like, I don't understand why they have a flying carriage. There are so many ways of transportation through the Wizarding World that is so much more faster and much more safer. They could have done the flute powder. They could have put him in the fireplace and then like Diagon Alley, or like it's like 1 second. Like, I don't know why they didn't do that. They can also do like the teleportation that they do. They just like have two people grab hold of them and teleport to boom, you're in the next place. Dumbledore did it to Harry and Half-Blood Prince. Like you can just manifest. There's also port keys. Why don't they ever use port keys? Just to the next location. Why do they have a fucking carriage? This guy is one of the most dangerous criminals, and they have a flying carriage to escort him. Like, why would you do that? Then he could have a bunch of followers waiting for him to bust him out. Or he could have a plan to get busted out. Why don't you just teleport him like that? There's so many ways of transporting this guy, and your idea is flying carriage. Like, that is a stupid idea. A really dumb idea. But also, as it turns out, it's not Grindelwald at all. It's actually one of his followers. And then Grindelwald's pretending to be a guy to get his follower out of the carriage. I don't know why he's doing that. I don't know why he's saving his own servant and stuff. Because as it clearly shows that, like, the lizard pet he has, he just throws it out the fucking window. He's just like, I hate things that are overly clingy and stuff. I'm like, so this just goes to show you he just doesn't care about his followers. But then he went through all this trouble to save one of his followers. So it doesn't make sense, and it's all really, really, really dumb. And just, yeah, the whole opening sequence, as cool as it looks, it doesn't make sense. Coming in number 6 is, it's just kind of a thing for me. Like, a lot of people disagree with this, but I don't know, it bothered me. This one is not using enough spells. What I mean by that, there is magic in this movie, and there is, of course, spells, especially when they go to the flashbacks of Hogwarts, which is like my favorite scenes because it's Hogwarts. Yeah, Ravenclaw represent. I love Hogwarts, and anything you gotta do with Hogwarts is so great. But I feel like so many people use spells in this movie, and they just zap it. Like, usually I get when you're a wizard and a witch, you're very experienced, you don't need to use, like, say the spells and stuff because you're so, like, gifted with magic, but that was the beauty of Harry Potter. They always use their spells, like the Seven Sempra, Expelliarmus, Wingardium Leviosa, Stutefy, like, all that stuff. There's not much of that. Which is sad that there's not much of it. It's really sad because it's a lot of just wand swishing and blowing up, just like and I really don't like that. I really don't. It's a lot of like gunfire coming out of their wands, like boom, 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 just with their wands. There's not like spell cast. There is spells in the movie, but it's not as much. It's just, there's a lot of just wands and people shooting their wands like they're guns, just boo, 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 boo. And I just didn't like that. I didn't. I thought it was stupid. I like when people use the spells and say the spells, like the Seven Sempras and stuff. Even the Mysteries of Magic, they said the spells in Goblet of Fire, like the Stutefy and stuff. So I like people saying the spells, not just wishing their wands and shooting beans. I don't care for that. Use your spells, say the magic, makes it more cool. Coming in number 5 is Queenie joining Grindelwald. This is, okay, at first I kind of understood it. Like, I get it because Queenie feels abandoned, feels alone. She wants to be with Jacob, but she can't. He's a muggle. He's a muggle and she's a witch. It's against the law and stuff, and I don't think she will be like go in prison or anything, but she'd basically have to give up anything magical. She couldn't work for the ministry. She would basically have to live a muggle life. Because that's what McGonagall did. McGonagall's dad was a human and stuff, and her mom was a witch. So the mom had to give up everything had to do with witchcraft. She was still a witch, but she had to give up everything. So you don't really have to give up your life. Honestly, if she loved Jacob all that much, she would give it all up for him, but no, instead she goes to Grindelwald, and I get what Grindelwald was doing with Queenie and stuff, but Queenie's decision at the ending doesn't make much sense. It really doesn't, because I understand why Grindelwald is doing all this to manipulate her so he can get more followers, but Queenie knows Grindelwald kills all muggles, and I know he says to her that he'll spare him and Jacob and everything, but everything that Grindelwald stands for is absolutely the opposite of what Jacob stands for. So I don't understand why she joins Grindelwald. And even at the ending when Jacob says, I'm not going to follow you, you're fucking acting crazy and stuff, and she doesn't listen to him and joins Grindelwald anyways. I'm like, the whole point of all of this was to get Jacob and to be married to him, but you flat out just left him there almost to die. She had no idea if he was going to get out of there alive. She just left the man she loves to die to go join Grindelwald. I'm like, that makes absolutely no sense. That is such awful decision making. I'm like, you did all this for Jacob, but now you're just gonna go bad and just join Grindelwald. So dumb. Coming in number 4 is Nagini. Yes, Nagini is just Nagini. Everything with Nagini is so dumb. I hated it. I didn't know Nagini was going to be in this movie. A lot of people did. I went to this movie not knowing much about it because that's a better way to go into a film. And I get J.K. Rowling has even said that Nagini was an animagus and stuff. She was a witch, but then she got stuck into a snake's body for all of eternity. I'd prefer if they never did that. I like Nagini as a snake. That's it. She's Voldemort's snake, and she's really cool. She's very loyal, and I really like her as this like Horcrux. She's got this connection with Voldemort. I love Nagini, but putting her into this movie ruins all like fear I have for Nagini and all interest and intrigue I have with Nagini. Mystery is more interesting than giving me answers. I didn't need to know the backstory of Nagini. I didn't need to know what she was like as a witch. I really don't fucking care what she was like as a witch. Nagini has always been Voldemort's snake to me. But now you're giving her this character, and she's not even that interesting. At least if they made her interesting, then I'm like, okay, she's kind of cool and stuff, but she's not interesting in this movie. She doesn't do anything. She's just there with Credence and just kind of does stuff and says stuff. She's like this slave to the circus, and that's it. She doesn't do anything. She is completely useless. If she was not in this movie, the movie would be the exact same. I have no idea why she's even in this movie. Like, I swear they just put her in this movie because, you know what? That's Nagini. That's it. That's Nagini. You get it? Like, you don't need to have a character from Harry Potter just because you can have a character from Harry Potter. Like, that's just, I get it's like fan service and stuff, but it's not needed and it's just stupid. It's really dumb. And Nagini is so useless in this movie. She doesn't do anything interesting or say anything interesting, and I don't know, I didn't see the point to her. And I don't know why they put her in this movie. And that she, like, joins the good guys at the end of the movie. I'm like, okay, that's just weird. Like, Dumbledore knew Nagini, and now Neville has to... Basically, Neville just chopped the head off of this witch that we all have gotten to know, and this witch that was on the good side and stuff. Like, it's so overly complicated and just so dumb. And all they had to do is just not put Nagini in the film. Coming in number 3 is Grindelwald's Motivation. Okay, Grindelwald's Motivation. I am very unclear. Watching this movie twice, I don't really know what his motivation really is. It's not very cohesive what his motivation is. I get like he wants to take over the world and stuff, and yeah, I kind of get that. See, Voldemort's motivation was very clear. Is that he wants power and stuff, and he was born in a life that he was an outcast and stuff, and he wanted people to follow him and stuff because he always felt like an outcast. And this one person, this one little boy, put aside to all his plans, and his goal was to kill Harry because one cannot live when the other one's alive and stuff. So he has to fulfill his destiny, and him and Harry have to battle to the death in the end of it all. And that's Voldemort's motivation, is to put an end to the boy who lived. That is Voldemort's motivation. And that's a clear motivation and an interesting motivation, and a very sick and twisted one, but that's what makes him the villain. Grindelwald is so all over the place, so jumbled and a little convoluted that I don't fully understand what he is doing half the time. And like sometimes he cares about a servant, but then he doesn't care about a servant. He manipulates this person and tells this person one thing, this other person another thing, and like Credence, he gets Credence and stuff. He wants him dead, but then he wants him to do this, but then he wants him that, and then he tells him this, and I'm like, wait, what? And then, like, at the ending, when his followers and stuff, and, like, even the stuff he says is just ridiculous. Very funny scene, very unintentional, when he's just like, yes, let's put an end to the muggles, the no-matches, the can't spells, and this... I'm like, wait, what? And then... But then he also says to, like, Queenie that, oh, Jacob can live, and then I'm like, do you want Muggles dead or not? Like, you're very confusing on what you're saying. But then he, like, shows the future and stuff, and shows that World War II is gonna happen, and that he could put an end to it. Like, oh, so he wants to put an end to the Holocaust and stuff. So I'm like, but don't you want all humans to die? And then a lot of people died in World War II. but you want to put an end to World War II? I'm like, I don't understand what he's trying to say. Is he trying to say he's the new Adolf Hitler? Or like, I don't understand what his motivation is. It's very unclear and super unfocused. And then like I don't get it. I don't understand what he's doing, and just, yeah. And then he wants Dumbledore dead because I guess Dumbledore's the only one strong enough to kill him. But I'm like, I bet there's other people who are just as strong. But I'm saying, I don't know. It's so unfocused, and it doesn't make sense. And yeah, his motivation is pretty stupid. Coming in number 2 is everything that has anything to do with Credence. This movie shouldn't have been called Crimes of Grindelwald, because Grindelwald's not even like a huge character. He's not even like the head antagonist. The movie should be called The Search for Credence, because that's literally the focus of the movie, is them searching for Credence. And honestly, Credence is not an interesting character. Nothing against Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller is a very good and talented actor. He's trying, I guess, but he's not an interesting character. And when you put so much focus on this character in 2 films, it's just annoying and dumb. And Credence, for a second there, when they start the movie off and they say, oh, Credence, we have to find Credence, I'm like, didn't Credence die in the first one? Didn't he blow up? But apparently he survived that. I'm like, sure, why not? Credence ex machina. Like, it's, sure, why not? But then, like, just like, all Credence wants to know is his past. I want to know where I've come from and stuff. I'm like, who fucking cares? Your parents didn't want you, so you know what? Just kind of deal with it and live with it and just live your life and stuff. If you're a good wizard, be a good wizard. If you're a bad wizard, be an evil fucking dick. Like, don't be like this, like, complicated guy, like, I want to know who my family is so I can, I don't know, maybe kill them one day. Like, it's really dumb. I'm like, that's a dumb motivation. And at the ending, when you find out he's Dumbledore's brother. No, not that brother. He is another brother. I'm like, okay, I've read and done a lot of research on Albus Dumbledore and his family lineage. There is no person of this. He doesn't have another brother. He has a sister and a brother, but not a second brother. So J.K. Rowling just added this in just because she could. And I don't like that. I don't think that's good storytelling. And I guess she's trying to add more layers to the mythology and like all these characters and like add more to it in the family trees and stuff. I'm like, you don't need to. Just make Credence. Just make him a villain or make him a hero. Just make him something. You don't need to make him related to fucking Dumbledore. Why? That's so dumb. I'm like, what? Like, as soon as the Grindelwald says he's Dumbledore's brother, and I guess that's why he needs Credence, because he wants Credence to kill Dumbledore, because he can get close to Dumbledore. But I'm like, but why? But why? Why is he Dumbledore's brother? Why does everyone gotta be related? It's just a small world, huh? And then when you get into more of his backstory on the boat, that ties into my number 1. But it's really dumb. And just, it's not needed, and just everything that I had Credence in this film was just really stupid. Number 1, dumbest thing in Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, is Lila Strange's backstory. This entire scene is so weird and overly complicated and just so fucking dumb that it's almost kind of funny how stupid it is. It's just... There's this guy, I think it's her brother, he's looking for Credence because he wants to kill Credence because he's the baby of, like, the guy, of the person who married Lestrange, what's her name, Zoe Kravitz is Lila Strange's mother and stuff, and he thinks Credence is the baby of that, but because that guy, this douchey rich guy, he used the Imperious Curse on her to make her fall in love with him. But as it turns out, Lila Strange is actually the baby and stuff. And the guy her dad never loved her and stuff. And then the mom died at childbirth and stuff. That's very weird. I get putting diversity in your movies, J.K. Rowling, but when you put diversity, you make it like slave related. That's a little weird. But then, yeah, Lila is born, but then he finds another girl, and then this girl has a baby, and she dies in childbirth. There's a lot of dying of childbirth. Very convenient. And then this baby, he loves this baby and stuff, and this baby apparently is Credence. That's what Lila Strange thinks. This baby is Credence. Or everyone else thinks that that baby is Credence. But then Lila Strange says, no! They were on a boat and stuff, and they wanted to keep the baby safe. And then Lila Strange was very annoyed of him because he cried a lot, so she basically switched babies with another baby, which is Credence. And yeah, and then this baby that's really her brother ended up being switched. And then the boat that they were on sinks, so the baby died on the boat. And the baby that she switched it with was Credence. And then to make it even more of a quinky dink, Credence is Dumbledore's brother. So Dumbledore's brother was on this boat with the Lestrange family, and then the babies got swapped. Yes, that's really, really stupid. That is so dumb. That's a lot of conveniences. Like, yeah, what a coincidence that Dumbledore's brother was on the same ship as this family, and then the baby looks exactly like her brother. I'm like, wow, what are the fucking odds, eh? I'm like, oh, that is one of the dumbest backstories I've ever seen. Like, that is so stupid and just so complicated, and just you question any like logic in any of these characters. It just, when that scene ended, I'm like, wait, what? Then seeing it a second time, I'm just like, oh, that's so dumb. And it is really stupid. And it's easily the dumbest thing in Fantastic Beasts 2. So yeah, that's my top 10 dumbest things in Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. I still enjoy the film. I still think it's an entertaining film, but there's a lot of dumb shit in this movie, and this is all the dumb shit. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me, what do you think is the dumbest scene in Fantastic Beasts? And do you think this movie's great? Do you think this movie's awful? Do you think it's underrated? Give me your thoughts and opinions. Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.